So I'm going to give you tips on how to move to a ski town and how to make it through your first season in a ski town. I've lived in a ski town for about 15 years, and there are many tips that I've learned over the years that can help out someone moving here for the first time. Whether you're 18 years old, just moving out of the house for the first time, or maybe you just graduated college looking for the next part of your life. Maybe you're 30 or 45 years old and you just need a change in life. People move to ski towns for many reasons. Moving to a ski town can require a lot of changes that need to happen in a short amount of time. So one of the biggest struggles that face people moving to ski towns is finding affordable housing, followed by food, beer money, and your sporting equipment, or whatever passion that you move to the mountains to follow. One of the things I've seen can bring down people is partying too much. For a lot of people, moving into the employee housing can solve all these problems. It is the experience of a dorm room without the tuition costs and student loans. You're going to want to have some savings built up. I did not. I had a bus ticket and I got on it and I moved to employee housing and did the whole Vail Resorts crash course, if you will. And I did it in November. It's much easier to move to one of these ski towns in the summer. There's a little bit less traffic, even though there is a busy summer tourism in most of these towns. You're going to want to not bring a lot of stuff. The less stuff you bring, the better. Ideally, you're going to bring you and your ski or snowboard equipment, and that's it. Which, sad to say, means you're not going to bring your dog. Housing is very difficult to find, and even more difficult is to find housing that is pet friendly, that can fit your lifestyle and your budget. One place you might want to start that a lot of people start on is working for the ski resort, and you can move into employee housing. Basically, when you move into employee housing, the first thing you're going to want to do is try to get out of employee housing. Basically convert, most of the time, a 2-bedroom into a 3-bedroom, and they jam 4 people in there, so it really is like a dorm room. The other thing you could do for housing is van life. That's not for everyone. Obviously, you already know if you're doing that. You need to have a full-time job, but you really need to plan this out because you need to want to do something you love. For example, if you love snowboarding, try to get on park crew. If you know of a good lifty crew where they get to ride all day, that might be a good option. But if you want to ski all day, then don't get a daytime job. Try to get a nighttime job doing hospitality or in a restaurant. And you might be enticed to work for the ski resort because they give you a ski pass. This might be good if you're just trying to jump onto the ski board in February because they might stop pass sales. But if you think about the ski pass being about a $500 purchase, so taking a job because it offers a ski pass isn't that big of a perk, just something to consider. Obviously in your pinch you need a ski pass, that is a great perk. But what you're going to want to do is get a full-time job that allows you to ski or snowboard or do whatever hobby you want to do, and get a part-time job for extra food and beer money. A great idea is to work in a restaurant or have a friend that works in a restaurant. This could be a huge cost savings, especially if you work at the restaurant and you're able to take some of the food home every night that would otherwise be thrown away. Some other good part-time jobs that can allow you to ski or do your activities during the day are food delivery, grocery delivery, and Uber. Another thing you can do if you're struggling to save money to find your own place, look up the local churches in the area because they offer food banks and community dinners. And most of the time in Ski Town, the people who just moved there are the most people in need in the area. Moving to a ski town, to also save money, you can use public transit. The bus system in ski towns is usually very robust and can get you around, especially if you can find a place to live that's close to the mountain. You could save a lot of money on gas, insurance, and vehicle maintenance costs. Another big thing to keep in mind is to not get hurt. You don't want to have your season end early and you go back home injured. Also, you don't need that cost. Kind of on the same note, don't get a DUI. Don't get in trouble in any way while you're here, especially if you're younger. You're going to want to party with some of your new friends. Most of these ski towns allow a certain amount of shenanigans to happen, but don't get carried away and don't get in trouble. If you do find a place or if you need furniture, the best places to look are Goodwill, Habitat for Humanity, Craigslist free marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, and the Craigslist ads for the free in your area can be great items. There's a lot of transient people in ski town, so there's always a lot of free couches, tables, that sort of thing. So no need to pay for that stuff. Some other bonus tips that may help you out. There's a lot of hospitality jobs, a lot of property management jobs in ski towns because the resort industry is huge in ski towns. So you can always find a job, usually as a server, as a building maintenance person, doing snow removal, those sort of jobs. Bonus tip would be to have employment or know someone that has access to a hot tub. It can be very beneficial. Also, be friends with bartenders. If you are going out, if that's something you do, no point in spending $50 because the bartenders in ski towns are usually pretty generous with the free drinks. Most ski towns do have community colleges in the area, so you can gain a degree that's usually a little more laxed while you're living your passion. And these are just a few tips that I've thought of that can help you move to a ski town. If you have any questions, please use the comments and ask me. I'll gladly answer them. And if I can make another video with more tips, part 2 may be coming.